Welcome to Hotlanta. We're in Atlanta, 131 degree track temp. Pretty toasty, I'd say. We're in the Diet Dr. Pepper series, behind the host, Gavin, for an unofficial 2003 Cup, hosted league instead of running officials. So hopefully it's better than running officials. That's what it's for. Qualified 15th-ish. Looks a little slick, I'd say. Try not to run some people over here.
All clear, all clear.
Still struggling, it looks like. I was a little tight in qualifying. I hit the wall in my second lap, so that was also about 25 degrees cooler. And I don't even dare push the gas all the way down.
All clear, all clear.
This white line I think is going to be our friend for a while.
Still there. You're clear high, clear high.
Good thing I put in that banker lap, because that was the lap that was taken. Just tried a higher line on the second lap and got the wall in turn one. Got 75 laps. We'll be having a pit stop. Looks like around Mach 50-ish. Or 50 to go, so 55 maybe is the furthest we can go. I remember last season I drove the Gen 4, the old car here, and like Atlanta is for most cars, you can run the second lane, but it does heat the tires up quite a bit more. And with this hot track temp, I think I'm just going to stick to the bottom. I said that last time we ran here, but I really think this time it's going to be crucial.
Still there? What's the line? The car is C5, just hit the top of the flat. 31.429. You're clear high, clear high. The lead is at 31.792.
It's been a while since I've been in a car that I don't dare push the gas all the way down through the tri-oval. I think the last car to do that was probably the old COT when I ran Gavin's hosted league, or hosted special at Texas. hosted races I joined. Get kind of a sway going down the back straight. Just pulls left and right, which is odd because it's got the correct wheelbase. The old car I felt like never did that. And that had a short 105-inch wheelbase from the Nationwide series. This has the 110-inch Cup wheelbase from 2003. Don't really need to stick my nose in there. There's nowhere to really go. Not in a hurry anyway. Might be sliding back a little bit.
8, 9, outside. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Got pretty tight there. Sometimes you put it right on that white line, the painted line, it feels way better. Oh shoot, one thing I forgot to do is practice pit entry. This is like the most difficult track for me on pit entry. I think I've been busted here more times than anywhere else. And my run, or luck lately, has not been good. And I'm sure we'll probably get green flag pit stops. We're pretty likely to. Doesn't like to turn halfway through the corner. Tried to look at the track temp and that was dumb. It's almost 140. Just driving around with 3/4 throttle. Seems to be working. I'm still sliding out of the corner. feel like I'm barely touching the throttle and just skating on exit, but it's really tight in one. I think Gavin was saying he did tweak the setup. I like just glimpsed over it, I didn't really read it. To fix the sway, but he didn't know what that was going to do long run. So maybe that's why it kind of feels odd in one. Doesn't feel too bad in two. I think part of it's just because the track's so hot, I think. And it's 130. So I think the time is on accelerate. I think we got the green at 1. So maybe towards the end it might be a little cooler, but not a whole lot. In sim it really starts to cool down, or hit peak temperature around 2 or 3, and then it'll start to drop. A little bit, not a whole lot.
Car 16 has taken the lead.
But it is nice to get some green flag laps with this car. I'm sure officials would not be like this. One, I think they run every hour, so the splits don't even have time to build an audience. And then when they do fire off, you're with maybe a split of cars. I haven't really looked this season. I mean, they just fixed the double file lap cars to the inside rule today for 87, well, for everything. So that would fix the 87 series, so I'm not running that this week. But Gen 4, we're just going to run this. Yeah, we do get a caution. So we'll probably pit for fuel, get us to the end. Alright, we're coming back to the green. I think some people sped under pits. Yeah, we got beat out by, was it Tyler? And I was a little confused because it said, oh, pass Tyler. Well, I don't even think I beat Gavin out of the pits, but it put me ahead of Gavin. And then it told me I passed Tyler, and then now Warren's going to the back. So,
Get ready.
yeah, we should be good to the end, or just about. Tires were even, so what we're doing is what we should be doing. Be slick here on the restart again. So we just got to watch out for that. Everybody's had some practice though, so single file restarts. Almost lost it on entry there. The track fell away from the car and just started spinning the tires. hopefully this goes mostly green. I'd like to see, well, I guess we're not. I shouldn't have said anything because I just jinxed it. But we should be good if we save some fuel here to not pit for fuel, because we're still a little close. I guess on average we're good. But if we run all out, which we're not going to be, might be fine. But anyway, we'll bounce back after this caution. Alright, we're coming back to the green. A little quick yellow there. Some people left, so it must have been quite the accident. You can also see the tire marks on the track right here. Might try third. We won't try third. We'll just stick with what we know. Just don't punch it.
Green flag, green flag.
It's a little squirrely, especially in the one. When that track dips down, car doesn't like that. Trying to accelerate. I'll have to take the high route here. Luckily we got it on the front straight. And 2, I'm noticing the arc that is the apron transition to basically the stripe where they paved. It's a lot more consistent in 1 and 2 than it is 3 and 4. Gets pretty good until turn 2, then it kind of falls apart. 3 and 4 is just all over the place. Still short on fuel somehow. I guess that's if I run all out. I don't even know how well my calculator works. I just know it's supposed to. And I haven't really tested it all that much. Max is like if you're running qualifying laps every lap, which you can't in a oval race. I guess if you had like a 5-lap sprint, you might be able to do that. I think the max is more for like road course racing, where you're trying to run fast laps, or the tires are, I guess, more appeasing to the car late in the run, where you're gonna have low fuel but still plenty of grip. Caden getting a little squirrely there. kind of a three-car group again with Gavin and Alan. We've kind of driven away from everybody behind us, but just falling off this front train. Temp is pretty much peaked at 138, as you would expect. The sun's starting to, well, I guess it's only 2 o'clock, but I wonder if Gavin turned the heat up for this, or if this is like officials weather, because I feel like if it's this hot in officials, it's just going to be a mess. On top of, you know, what Gen 4 officials already is. I wonder if everybody else is just kind of running 3/4 throttle. I imagine the front guys aren't, but I wonder if Gavin picked up I'm not really running full throttle. You could probably do it for a little bit, but like that front straight, you don't want to run that full throttle, because it's just not going to grip, and any little slide or any slip is the word I'm looking for. Any slip, you're just going to be adding heat and heat and heat. These guys are moving up the track a little bit. I don't dare do that. One, it's going to add more heat, but also it makes the distance longer. So my fuel calculator's set off my like last 5 laps or something. And if I start running up there, that's going to increase the distance and going to kill my fuel mileage. And you also run more throttle up there. So you got more distance and you're on the throttle longer, more. I did also not take a windshield tear off again, just to see I'm just starting to see the specs, or notice the specs on the windshield, which I think is like, they gotta up that. I feel like you get most debris on the windshield under a caution. Gavin must have slipped up a little bit. He's not right in my mirror anymore. But it seems like you get more debris on the windshield under a caution than you do in a race. Which, I mean, I can get, kind of. But the fact that you don't get any debris on the windshield during a run following a car is just, that I don't think that's realistic. I mean, there's barely anything on us, and the way we're like, I don't know, 15 car lengths behind the car in front of us, 10, 15, that would be like prime distance in my opinion for getting pelted with whatever's on the track. And yeah, the racing line's clean, but he's also not running racing line, like he's higher up the track, so he's gonna pick stuff up a little more here. But then when you get out of the corner, like anything that's against the wall is just gonna settle on the track, so that should be getting kicked up. Colton looks like he has left front damage. Or maybe it's just the... maybe it's just a car model. Caden doesn't really have a left front either. Yeah, maybe not. I did see Colton in the wall. That's odd. Not an ideal situation. I didn't want to be middle 3 wide on the exit of 4.
Got one outside. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Wonder if he just burnt his stuff up, or... I know he got into the wall. But I don't see any damage. I also didn't pass him on his right side, so it might be hard to see. I mean, we're in 7th, so we have a shot at it. If this goes long, it would be, I hope it does, because I really want to see, how this strategy works out. I don't think we're getting any quicker, but I think people are starting to lose their tires.
3.35. Got one outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
Just because they've been ran so hard on a hot track for 32 laps. Only got 19 to go. We might get a top 5. We just need one more person to start falling. I just gotta be careful not to push it any harder than I am. We're good on fuel now. They might not be. I really don't know. I didn't notice how much fuel I put in. I put in enough for 3 extra laps. But I might have been able to take more fuel at the pit stop. Well, maybe not though, because I think when I looked earlier, we could only do like 50 to 55 laps. We got one coming out of the pit, so maybe they think that they need the pit, or maybe the ones at the back think they do. We're 2 seconds off the guys in front of us. See, there was a rubber. See, there's rubber coming off his car. It's not really giving me any marks on my windshield. Tires also shred as they wear, so you should be getting chunks of rubber coming off the tires. Somebody's bumper is in the infield. Somebody just went for a ride. Somebody's in the wall. That is Eric. They're all losing it up front. They're all over the place. I think Eric's got a flat tire or something. There's no good place for me to go. We got Nick coming up through the field, which doesn't really surprise me. I think he would have kind of had the same idea. He's coming a lot faster than... I mean, he's only a second and a half behind us. We got 12 to go. I don't know if, what the hell is that going on? I don't know if somebody else's arrow affects my car, because that's what it just felt like. Luckily, now we get the packet loss. So we're not near anybody. Yeah, that was weird because I've never felt that, and now he's gone and my car feels fine, so I wonder, that's kind of weird. I mean, he wasn't really right on my bumper either, but it's getting to be a handful down the back straight. Not as bad as that one lap that Greg passed us, but it is not like a one-handed drive. It's like a white knuckle, make sure it doesn't hit the wall or go to the infield or the apron. We're not gaining behind, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. I mean, if they're gonna gain now, they really got to gain a couple seconds a lap. So we only got 6 to go. But one little bobble like we had with Greg, and they'll be right here. That was a sketchy lap. Oh, we got one semi going around. He's on the apron. His tires will be warm. Where is he going? What the hell? It just decides it's... I don't get what is happening. I've not felt this like this. Yeah, good job I didn't wreck it. Oh no, I don't even know. Are there green light checkers? This is not good. I should have looked at the rules before. I guess we do whatever they do in front of us. Oh, no green light checker. Okay, that's good. Well, that was a crazy race. Would have liked it to go to the end.
The road is now open.
But can't always get that, even with this league or these group of drivers. Nick had the same concern, except he doesn't run any text chat. It will be interesting to watch, see how he got up here. I'm sure it was kind of the same ordeal. He was running the higher line though. I mean, Gavin followed us most of the race, so it'll be interesting to see if he picked up the same strategy I had. Just did not use the throttle very much. We ended up going forward quite a bit. Everybody was losing it though. It was even the... I know I think at one point I saw JP and Shane both just... they were all over the place. Wonder, did Shane and Colton tie for fastest lap? My fastest lap indicators got both of them flagged, so... But that is the end of the race. Good win to Justin. And good race to Gavin, who we pretty much were right around the entire race. And good run. 3 cautions, not too bad. It's pretty slick, pretty tricky. I don't know how it'll look on the recording, but that was probably one of the trickiest races I've done. yeah, hopefully we get to do this again. I don't know if I'll make every Monday night, but hopefully I'll make a few more for sure. So, see you next time.
99 past the